Hey, Hykiri Nation. We're back following SummerSlam for episode 22 of Wrestling with Hykiri. Let's talk about SummerSlam, right? It had to be one of the best WWE shows in the last 3 years as far as pay-per-views are concerned. It's such a good show. All the matches were at least 3 stars or better, without any doubt. The opener was ecstatic, bringing back Dakota. Sky, your Sky, not your Sky. Her returning Bailey, setting up a great feud with assuming Bianca. So this was a great way to start off SummerSlam. It was a great way to start off Triple H being in control of creative, showing what he can and can't do. Moving on throughout the show, you had so many good matches that you can't even limit it to say one was better than the other. It was just overall so good. On top of that, you had such a strong main event with Brock Lesnar against Roman Reigns, and not only a last man standing match, but what a clusterfuck of a fight. That thing was off the hook. You had Brock and you had Roman not only beating the hell out of each other, but you had everything involved. Even a tractor that lifted the entire ring and toppled it over. It was a crazy, crazy match. I highly recommend you rewatch SummerSlam if you haven't watched it live. It was such a good match, such a good event, such a good pay-per-view, and it really shows that Triple H had his own vision for WWE, and it's not a vision that he was waiting to make. It's and a vision that he's worked on over the years, and I think he's gonna get that chance to show off exactly what that vision is. Because you have to remember, when Vince bought WWE, it was in the same vision that his dad has for the company. So it's only fitting to see Stephanie and Triple H have a different vision as well as far as what the company should be in this era, as opposed to what Vince thought it should be in his era. But it's not a bad thing, so we're gonna wait to see how that goes, and I really look forward to it. Things rolled right along on Monday Night Raw between 6 individuals of Mustafa Ali, Dolph Ziggler, AJ Styles, The Miz, and Ciampa, and all of them fighting to take two triple threat matches. A singles match later on in the night, we saw Ciampa versus AJ Styles, where the winner would go on to face Bobby Lashley this upcoming week for the United States Championship. I'm glad they're putting more focus on the other titles now that Roman is a part timer and making these titles have respect. It brings out wrestlers that can hold this and show their contendership toward Roman Reigns in the future. Ciampa versus AJ Styles was truly remarkable. It was a dream match in every way. And when the match started to the end, it was a dream match there as well. Ciampa versus Lashley, I think, will be an amazing match. Hopefully Lashley winning, but only to set up a rematch at Clash at the Castle between Ciampa and Lashley. I see Ciampa becoming the United States champion over Lashley a lot sooner than later. And again, Triple H in control. This is a Triple H made wrestler. And Ciampa is such a great, talented wrestler that it's not hard to see him already becoming a champion in this new world of WWE. Over at NXT, we had Alba Fire, formerly against Last Legends. Ah, that was such a hard match to watch on NXT. I honestly believe that Last Legend needs to be removed from TV. She's good on the mic and I guess decent on the mic, and her in-ring skills are horrendous. Everything from strikes to moves are just horribly performed. She's not ready for television. She wasn't ready when she fought Nikita Lyons. And even though Alba is a more talented wrestler than Nikita Lyons does, it still didn't do nothing because Last Legends is still one notch up from being a stomp on the mat. She's just that horrible. Which is truly sad because with such a career that she has made for herself over the years in other industries, it just seems like she doesn't try to make her performance better. Now she's in NXT slash WWE. I don't foresee Last Legend going anywhere soon because of this, but I soon see a big future for Alba Fire. Again, especially now that the regime is led by Triple H. So I look forward to more Alba. Maybe even beat Mandy Rose. Well, it's not too far fetched. I think it's a possibility. But let's move over to AEW. With Orange Cassidy, with Adam with Jay Lethal in the opener show. What a great match. Truly, truly, truly a great match between two very talented wrestlers. The problem here is that it was an opener. This match had championship caliber written all over it. It had an event written all over it. I don't understand how or why. This was an opener. You had drama, you had epic comebacks, you had chain wrestling, you had wrestling under their gimmicks. It was just so good that this match will be 100 times better than anything Chris Jericho and John Moxley can put together. Will the match with John Moxley and Jericho be good? Of course it will. I don't foresee that being bad in any way whatsoever. However, even though I'm not a big Orange Cassidy fan, seeing him in this shot against Jay Lethal, who is one of my favorites, was remarkable and gave me more respect for what Orange Cassidy could do. And the right person win this match? Yes. Jay Lethal was the correct winner, and it told a better story that way. But I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch from either competitor. Over on SmackDown, we end the show with such a strong return by Karrion Cross. Not that I expected. I had no expectations or expectations to see Karrion Cross return, much less in such a huge way. Obviously, with Karrion Cross attacking and beating down Drew McIntyre while Roman Reigns was in the ring, signifies that Karrion Cross is not the same Karrion Cross that was under control of Vince McMahon and released in November. This Karrion Cross with Scarlett Bordeaux is the Karrion Cross that Triple H saw a future in. This Karrion Cross is going to be a huge push as a monster in the main event. History may even turn the Roman Reigns Drew McIntyre fight at Clash at the Castle into a triple threat. Will Karrion Cross win and dethrone Roman Reigns? Not a chance in hell. There's no way they'll put that much faith right now in Karrion Cross, but the fact that they had him attack Drew McIntyre early on at the beginning of his return does indicate that he has a very strong backing behind the scenes, and they believe he and Scarlett are made for the main event picture. I really look forward to seeing what Karrion Kross is able to do now that Triple H is in charge, and I look forward to seeing this submission monster that we all know Karrion Kross was in NXT. Following up with that, we have the announcement that WWE is going to start a tournament to the crown, or to crown the new tag team women's champion. Now that Vince is no longer with us in the company, Triple H is in control, and Naomi and Sasha Banks were dethroned and taking their titles away when they walked out from the company. What does this mean? Obviously, this means Triple H instantly really wanted to have the women of WWE have a more prominent feature on the show, which is okay. I'm 100% behind that. As long as these women are able to perform on the level they need to, like they used to a few years ago, and not the trashy matches we have grown accustomed to over the last couple of years. Does this mean a return for Naomi and Sasha Banks? Yes. It's already been newsworthy and posted on various news outlets around the interwebs. Naomi and Sasha have both considered coming back, and at this point have probably both signed contracts to return to the company, and they'll probably be making their return debut in this tournament this coming Monday night. This mean, in my opinion, it's a decision made for good business. Triple H doesn't want to start off on the wrong foot, and him and bringing Naomi and Sasha Banks back makes it look like he knows what the fans want to see, and that he's a man of the people. So him bringing both of them back, and they will be back in this tournament, proves that Triple H is just trying to do what's right for the company. Do I agree they should be coming back and probably win this tournament? No. But I'm eager to see how they're pushed. Because even if they walked out, or whatever their reason was, it has to be some form of retaliation to that. If not, I'll be really disappointed. Will Naomi and Sasha be the winners of this tournament? Everything points to yes. But I'm a dreamer, so I'm going to tell you no. I do not think they'll win. I think they'll make it to the finals, and there'll be a swerve there to stop them from winning. I look forward to see what happens. So this is why we watch wrestling. This is what we come to expect. So I look forward to seeing it. Other than that, guys, that's all we have this week. You remember to like, to comment the video if you so really enjoyed it. Remember to smash that subscribe button if you enjoy all the content I produce. And if you agree with anything I say, or disagree with anything I say, leave your comments below. I really want to hear what you think. That's what I say. Have a good night, everybody. And I look forward to seeing you next week on Wrestling with Hykiri.